As a woman leader of one of the big cultural institutions in this country, I think it's really important that girls and women realise that we've had an amazing history of achievements right across the board in all professions and in the domestic sphere, but we've got an awful long way to go still until gender equality happens. And when it happens, boys and men, as well as girls and women, I think will have a much better world. So we want to celebrate at Southbank Centre everything that's been done so far and provide a kind of optimistic stamina for carrying on changing the world. It's a strange thing, isn't it, how different professions are thought of as kind of blokey, laddish, male. And the built environment has millions of men thinking, working, passionate about it, etc., all of which is great. But actually, 50% of the people who use the built environment are women. And I know that if women were involved 50% of the time, then there'd be a different kind of landscape. Physically, there'd be a different landscape, and sort of psychologically, there'd be a different landscape. So it's to be not just encouraged, it's to be absolutely asserted that 50% is what we need. If we think that the world would look better if we were in every space that we're not currently appearing in, then it's only us that can make those changes. Certainly, men need to feel as well that it would be a better world if gender equality changed it for them too. And women have got to bring courage to the table, which we are doing and we will do. On a personal level, companies are full of people who have daughters, people who have nieces, people who have wives and girlfriends. And if they're mainly male-dominated, then just think whether or not they're acting as a problem rather than a solution. And if they are, do something about it. And that's true of diversity as a whole. It's not just about women. And then secondly, I think that companies who aren't thinking about it will suddenly discover that they're a bit dinosaur-like. There is something really unimaginative. When I go to events and I see 5 white men sitting there to give the opinion about the rest of the world, I think that's very, very narrow-minded and short-sighted. There are more stories than just those stories.